Good morning. Welcome to the work face. I'm filming this and you're watching this, and that can only mean one thing. Good morning. So right, this is going to be another Steve Dog paddleboard adventure, and this time I'm trying to do something different. So I've come to Torquay, which is, I don't know, 7 miles from where I live, something like that. Birds there fighting over there, a few rooks or something. Anyway, I'm at Needfoot Beach, which you can see behind me, and the conditions are calm, not glassy but calm, and my adventure today is to go around that over there. Now let's turn the camera around and tell you a little bit about it. So as you can see, folks, that in the distance is called Thatcher Rock. Now you'll also be able to see, I'll zoom in a little bit. There is a boat out there to the left of that fishing, and the rock isn't too far away, but it gives me a focal point to aim for. Let me show you on the map exactly where this is. So what you see there, look, it's not a ridiculously long journey this by the look of things. I'd say probably take me about 40 minutes to get out around the rock. I've got to give it a wide berth because there's going to be birds out there and I don't want to disturb the natural wildlife. The tides at the moment are low and on a pushing tide, so that will give us, off there you don't get a massive amount of tide apparently, so there'll be an incoming tide which will push me back into the bay and a very gentle breeze going outwards. So the breeze is almost negligible, so I'm not going to be coming in to any noticeable wind on the way back. So there you go, Hope's Nose is out that way, Thatcher Rock. Let's get out there. So here we are, roughly midpoint on the way to Thatcher's Rock. What are the conditions like out here today? Well, I'm going to turn the camera around, I'll show you what it looks like, even though you think it's like really, really flat. It's not quite as flat, it's really flat. Let's turn the camera around. So here you can see it's a very beautiful morning. I mean, absolutely stunning again. South Devon coast, kicking up brilliant scenes. I'm going to the rock on the right, which is considerably closer than the other one. You might be able to see that on the camera. But going back to that shot, as you look across the water here, and take the front of the boat as I see it, let's bring the front around. Just going to bring the front around a little bit. There is a fair bit of cross chop here. Now, not, you know, your pro paddleboarder is going to say that's nothing, but your novice like me is going to be saying, well, actually, when there's a bit of backwash coming off some cliffs, that's enough to make me almost fall in or fall in. Well, I haven't fallen in yet, but I tell you what, it's been hard work. So let's have a look around and just show you what I can see around the bay. So we've got Berry Head in the distance there, then there's Brixham, then we come back around, and eventually over there you're going to get, that's probably Broad Sands I'm looking at directly in the middle. Then you come around, that'll be Goodrington over there. Then there'll be a red cliff, and that's going to bring you into the Paignton side. And then Torquay itself is out of sight, and then this is we come around to the Osborne Hotel and Meafoot Beach, and the car is back over that way, so I'm probably halfway. So there you go, quite interesting. I think you will agree. And that cliff there is providing a little bit of backwash coming off it back there. So here we are at Thatcher Rock. This, I would imagine, is a nature reserve, so there's no way you're allowed on there. Not that I want to go on there anyway, because it's just rocks and cliffs, but lots of bird wildlife out there. So, a couple of thoughts for the day. Let's spin you around. Paddle. Trusty old paddle. You might have seen me on the videos when I've been on my knees angling the paddle to the side, or you might have been seeing me holding it vertical. When I angle it to the side, it means I want to turn the opposite way to which I'm paddling. So angling the paddle like that is going to really bring you around and make you turn, which sometimes isn't what you want. So if you want to go straight, try and keep the shaft of the paddle vertical. There's more to it than that, but that's a simple tip. One thing I've noticed through the summer, I was in Cornwall and I saw many people with the paddle the wrong way around. Absolutely nonsense. So this is my paddle here, and you're paddling on the side where it's kind of spoon-like, almost concaved on the inside, and normally on the outside you've probably got a symbol or something on the inside, which on the outside, which tells you it's the front. So you've got to look at your paddle and think about it. The paddle itself might seem to be bizarrely angled the wrong way, but the face of the paddle is something you need to look at. I mean, the guy I was looking at was riding an eye rocker paddleboard. The guy was doing step back turns or attempting to, and he looked really proficient on it, but he had his paddle the wrong way, and so did his entire family, and also so did many other people. So just be mindful. It's not the end of the world, let's be honest. You've got the paddle the wrong way, but trust me, trust the experts, trust the designers, get it the right way around. It's got to be better, isn't it? So anyway, we're going to get around this island now, see what's on the other side, and then I'm going to find somewhere back on land to moor up for brekkie. Yeah. Well, here we are now, coming around the other side of the island, and some really interesting things to see here. So over there, I'm going to zoom in. See the colour change slightly. I'm going to zoom in a bit there. Besides that boat out there. Now these are the boats that I spotted the other day when I was in Smuggler's Cove. So that's one thing. Get out early in the morning. Early morning fishermen over there as well. Really beautiful. But one thing that's really apparent when you're out paddleboarding, which you don't really notice when you're surfing, are currents. And you can see through here that there are areas where there's waves, where there's chop, where there's still water. And I'm drifting along now, so whenever you're out paddleboarding, just be mindful of current. So I'm doing nothing here, look, and I'm just flowing past this buoy. So I'm not going at a good old whack, and there's a minor wind in behind me. So what I'm going to be doing later is heading over towards a beach over that way and seeing if I can find somewhere just to touch down for brekkie. But this is a side of Thatcher Rock that people typically don't see. I'll just turn the front of my boat in a bit, as I like to call her. This is the side of Thatcher Rock that no one really sees, and it's just grassy and rocky, and up the top there you will see some cormorants, some greater blackback gulls enjoying the morning sunshine, and it's perfectly tranquil. So we're going to head across this bit of calm over here. You can see it's still quite bumpy in front of me, and it's swirling around there. It's all over the place, but there's currents going through here. Amazing. But then it gets still over there, so that's the area I'm heading for in a moment anyway. Another boat over there, let's see that. Ah, another one. Crazy, yeah? Just a seal there, just waking up. Don't really want to disturb the gulls. I'm not happy that I'm here, so I'm going to move on. But lovely to see. All of a sudden I've stopped. I'm not crazy. Let's move on.
Come on, baby, shake your magnolia. Come on, baby, do what I told you. Come on, baby, give it all you got tonight. Come on, baby, shake your magnolia. Come on, baby, do what mama told you. Come on, baby, give us all a shot tonight. All right, yeah.
So there you go, folks, what a view of Thatcher Rock. I've come down to a headland here, went past the boat there, saw the seal out there on the rock out there, and drifted past him. I was in the lee of the island, so it was really still. I just suddenly stopped. So I was just floating, and then I come back through and found this little beach down here, but it's really rocky there, so I thought, nah, I'm not going on there. So I've come in very gently and just landed on this slab in here, and I've just been careful to lift the back of the board up and not scrape my board on the barnacles underneath. So now, of course, it's that time where I'm going to sit here and eat a bit of brekkie. Couple of fishermen coming through now on their kayaks, rods out the back, and a pal of mine has messaged me saying he may well be back on the beach and join me for the last part of the paddle. How good would that be? I'm just hoping he comes along. If not, well, never mind, you'll be left with good old Steve Dog. It is beautiful out here, guys. I don't know what time of day it is. 9 o'clock, not even that. It's stunning. Right, time to get going again. Time to start heading back. I'll let these canoeists go through. I don't want to disturb their fishing. And then Steve Dog will head back for land. In fact, that might be my mate over there. Let's go.
Won't the biggest side of the wishbone
So we are, folks, back in about 100 yards offshore, back in Meadfoot Beach. Just had a lovely swim in the sea. It's really clear water down beneath us here. So there you have it, folks. Back again where I started. Paddleboarder out there, boats out at sea, perfect peace and tranquility, and I'm going to be heading in over to there now. There you go, folks, another Steve Dog paddleboard, successfully got around Thatcher Rock. See you guys on the paddleboarding, schmaddleboarding flip side.